Hi guys, welcome back to Tech Tutorial. Today we're going to talk about how to get started with Figma. Figma tutorial for beginners. It's a step-by-step guide to follow easily, so don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Let's dive right in. Hello guys and welcome back to today's video. In today's video, we will be talking about Figma and we're going to give you a beginner guide. If you're looking for a cutting-edge decision and collaboration software, click the link in the description to sign up and get started with Figma today. So as you can see right now on our screen, we are currently in the dashboard, or basically this is the screen that you will first see when you first create and log into your account. Now, you are able to do some collaborations and personal projects with Figma. As you can see here on the left side, you have your teams and you have specific teams to create projects on. For example, this is currently in my resets. But if I click on testing, this is the simple, or these are the projects that I have in this one. And the different for Jasper's Bustrea's team over here, it has more projects as well. And over here as well. So basically, each team will have or will consist different types of projects. And if you don't really have a team, if you're just creating some designs randomly, and if you just want to explore, you will be able to see your recently created projects in the resets area over here, or your drafts over here, as you can see. And to get started, you can click on design file over here on the top right, over here. And you have your Figma Jamboard as well. Figma Jamboard allows you to create some storyboards and all those themes alike, which will help you visualize and plan out the design that you're trying to create. You are also able to import a design by clicking on this option over here, and you could also click on design file over here, which would allow you to begin creating a design. You have the option to create it on a specific team project, you can see here. So if you're within a team, you can simply select which team you would like to create a project on. But as you can see, there are some limitation if you're using a free version. As you can see, for example, we have here the starter, which is the current plan, which is free. I'm only able to create 3 design and 3 Figma files, 1 project, and 3 pages for design files. This is for the starter version. And of course, in professional or with a plan, it will allow us to do more. Let's actually view our plan over here before we proceed with actually using the software. As you can see here, the current plan that I have is free version, which is great for trying things out. I have some usage limits and version history, as you can see here. But for the professional, which is the most popular right now, you are going to be paying for $15 a month or $5 a month for Figma Jam as well, which will allow you to have some unlimited files, pages, projects. You are able to check out the version history, use libraries, add custom files and user permissions, and audio conversion as well. And for our organization, you have basically all the features. Now, if you're a beginner, I would suggest that you start with the starter version for now until you become a professional, or until you get used with the different features, especially since there are a lot of things that you are able to do with Figma. So as a beginner, I don't suggest that you buy right away because you might feel overwhelmed and might have a change in mind or change your mind in the future, and you might regret buying a professional right away. So I suggest that you start out with a starter version for now to get a feel of the program. Now let's click on design file over here. Let's go and create a sample draft for now. And this is our editing page. Now you are able to create multiple types of designs. You could create just a random poster. You could use Figma for basically anything that you want. You could create designs, you could create posters, you could even create random things. And it doesn't need to be a GUI or a UI design of a website or an app. You are free to use it for anything that you want. Now you get started with this. The first thing you're going to need to have is a frame, because right now we don't have anything to work with, as you can see. So either click over here on the top and click on frame, or you can simply do the shortcut, which is F over here. Now you are able to simply drag the size of the frame that you want, and it will appear over here. Now the content of your output should be placed inside this, of course. But if you click on F again, as you can notice over here on the right side, You have different types of frame. You have your phone, tablet, desktop, presentation, watch, paper, social media, Figma community, and archive over here, which is really great for having a strict size. For example, you will be creating a design or a poster specifically for iPhone 14 or 15 Pro Max. So simply select that and it will have the format over here. So this will be a perfect size for iPhones. So if you're creating a design of an app and you use this, you will have the perfect sizing for that. So delete that for now. And let's create a random size for now, something like this. And like I mentioned earlier, the contents of your output should be within this. You have basic features over here. You are able to create rectangles, lines, arrows, ellipse, polygons, stars, and even place image or video. Now it seems so simple. There's so little features that you could add. Now, why is that? You are able to create and use and customize this so much that it doesn't matter that it's just a few features. You are able to be as creative as possible. So for example, you have this one, you could put it on the top. Over here on the right side, you have all this design settings that we have over here. Let's change the color to a darker color, something like that. You could select this and you can make it curved by dragging your cursor over here. As you can see, it's now curved. You could add some angles very easily. You can see. And you have your constraints. You have layers over here that you could play around with. You have fill. You could add more colors if you want, which allow you to combine two different colors. As you can see, you could even have some gradients just like that very easily. You can see you have some strokes over here that you could add if you want. There we go. Strokes is basically like a line or outline. So let's turn this to white and let's add your stroke. As you can see, there will be a black lining right now. And then you could modify it. You could turn it into a thicker line, something like that. And you could make it outside or even center, as you can see. And you have here the option on where you would like the line to be. For example, you would like it to appear on the top and it will appear on the top. So you have a lot of freedom on what you could do with a simple rectangle that we just have. You can even add some effects over here like drop shadow, or you could make it a linear blur or inner shadow or a background blur. And you are able to control the location of the shadow, as you can see here. Then you can increase the blurriness. There we go. And you can even increase the spread. So from a very simple rectangle that we have, we now have something simple like this. Now you could even consider this as a button that you could have. See. So we have a lot of freedom that would allow us to improve a simple elements over here like rectangle, lines, arrow, ellipse, and polygon over here to make something impressive. Now you can also double click this and you are able to freely change the size or like the shape of a specific form that we have over here. So this is a rectangle and now I'm changing and playing with the design over here and making something new out of it. Something like that. There we go. And now we have something new. It's a different item. And you could change the different things as well. Although the options over here will change, of course, since we free or we made it a free point. Now it will appear differently, as you can see. And you can do this with both circles and polygons. Anything you want to do with it, you are able to play with the settings. You are also able to add some text, of course. That is very important. You can simply add that over here. You could change the font size and different font settings over here on the left side, or rather the right side. And then you can even add some plugins or widgets that you could utilize to help improve your experience. You could use different features like Figma to code. You could convert your design into a code if you want. And you are also able to do some prototypes. This is more on for people who have more experience. You are able to create a prototype that will actually respond to your clicks. And this is really great for doing a presentation of a design that is actually interactive. And there's a lot more that you could do. You could group different things over here. As you can see here on the left side as well, this is in one frame. I could easily create another frame over here. There we go. And it will exist on a different group. So if you want to transfer this, you can simply drag it over here. It will be transferred to frame 2. So the frames basically serve as, for example, this is state number 1. And if you select this icon over here, let's imagine this is an icon. If you select this button, they will be redirected to frame 2. That's how the prototype would work. And then you can simply click on this as well, which will allow you to see like the layouts, styles, some basic codes that you can see, as you can see here. So that's basically it, guys. That is it for a beginner review on how you will be able to use Figma. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.